Alright everybody, welcome back to Dredge. I'm pretty sure everybody either loves to watch me play this game or rather have me not even do this game. What am I even doing again? I know I'm trying to get all the fish. But, which fish am I going for? Was, Ocean's Deep, as I call it, as I will not call it anything else. We're looking for this. It's only found during the night, so I gotta look at night. This is only found during the day. Alright. So I guess we'll just sail around until we find something that looks like whatever that thing was. Should probably read its name. Actually, it's almost nighttime, meaning we're just gonna be looking for whatever we don't know. I never read nautical engineering. I gotta read all the books. What do I have in the net? How long till it breaks? Okay, that's pretty good. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, make sure to like and subscribe and go follow me on Rumble. These are very important things that you need to do. Just trying to speed up time here, that way it goes to night faster. As fishing seems to go faster. Actually, no, probably sailing. Oh, it's right here. I've never sailed over here during the night, apparently, otherwise I would have found this. So there's only one of these here. But we finally found the moonfish, and we've caught all known fish species. But now we need to catch their aberrations as well. As I will not stop at just these. We need the aberrations, because I'm pretty sure that's also an achievement, and if it's not, well then, let's just say it's true 100%ing. Okay, so I guess I was right. It is sort of like out here, but I guess it's just not as far out as I originally thought. It's near the edge of the map in, like, these areas, not, like, the very edge of the map. That's just a tuna fish. We don't need that. Oh yeah, so yeah, I've been working my Dungeons & Dragons campaign a little bit, and it's a nautical seas adventure. And I've sort of figured out what's going on. And, yeah, like I've sort of figured out what to do, is what I'm trying to say, in this Nautical Seas adventure. The place the adventurers start in is the town of, Frosthaven. I decided that that'd be a good name, because it's gonna be near a cold area, because I'm actually implementing, like, icebergs into this game and whatnot, like, cold area. One of my players wants it to be really, like, realistic. So I drew, a ship with every inch being a 5-foot tile. In-game, 5 feet. In real life, it's 1 inch. It's 1 inch in every direction, I think. Should be, at least. What else? I'm not doing too much world building. It's more of like, these guys are just like adventurers, and they've spent most, if not all, of their money. They grouped together and spent all their money on a pirate not a pirate ship, just a ship. There is pirates. There is pirates, and there might be something to do with pirates later in the campaign. I'm quite unsure. There is some crew members. We don't have enough people to fill all the roles. And they do actually have to get paid every week. And I've given them 1 week's of pay, no matter what. Of, like, heirlooms and things like that. Things that are, like, cool. Like, semi-magical items, golden trinkets. That act as 1 week's pay in case the players can't get enough pay. I've also given them 2 weeks' food, 1 week's emergency food of pickled herrings. Don't know why, just I thought, hey, you know what sounds like great emergency food? Pickled herrings. Alright, where is... Now we're looking for a different fish. I gotta remember that. Because now it's daytime. There's also fishing in the game. I forgot to mention that. You can fish. So now we're looking for the ocean sunfish. Okay, so there's the ocean moonfish and the ocean sunfish. Right, there's nothing around here. There's no ocean sunfish. I guess we just head this way. Is that the ocean sunfish? Right there? It is. I could hardly see that. No aberration, how unfortunate. Oh well, these things are like the biggest fish in the game that I've seen so far, really. Sort of, I guess. Maybe not, actually. Yeah, but there's a lot of things to do in the game. There's also, like, I saw that there was some, like, sort of role system from when I, like, looked up how to, like, do all this on YouTube. So there's the captain, there's the first mate, there's, I can actually look in here. There is the boatswain, quartermaster, surgeon, and the cook. The cook will be important. You have a bad cook and morale goes down, which morale is a thing, and the lower morale they have, the more likely they are to rebel. And rebellions can end in many ways. One, the captain performs an intimidation check to scare them into not fighting. A charisma check to persuade them that eventually it will get the money to pay them. Although you will actually need to do that, otherwise it's basically just a guaranteed rebel. You can't make the same promise twice. And also I've decided that even if my players were to roll a nat 20 in something, like trying to convince a merchant to give you something for free. You roll a nat 20. Oh, sorry, merchant's never going to give you it for free. Maybe you're being really kind to him, so he gives you it for sale. On a sale. Like, a small bit off. I'm not going to give my players anything for free. There's also, like, underwater shipwrecks I'm thinking about. I'm also making a below deck area. And there's cannons that can be fired. Things like that. I tried making a campaign before this. Nobody liked it, so I decided to take a different sort of... I'm doing something different. Because before it was like, oh, you do this, then you do that. It was more of a campaign where I like, just constantly threw random encounters at them. Now it's going to be a campaign that's more like they choose their own adventures. Their adventure is seeking fame and glory and money. And so is their crew. Which after I get enough, like, NPCs to fill in the slots that they don't have, bam. Just throw in random crew members who have names but all have the same stats. I also have crew member, because in some of my spare time I just write down, like, character sheets. So I threw those in there. I've made good character sheets, and I made bad character sheets. None of these characters really have backstory, as my players don't care about backstory. Oh, that was a whale. I'd never seen that one before. Was he eating the kraken? No, he was just... Never seen that one before. That's... unseen. Yeah, there's also, like, if their boat gets damaged, because I'm going to allow the captain to specifically aim the cannons to be shot at certain parts. Like, you can shoot the masts of where the sails are, but you probably have a less chance to hit, unless you're using, like, a certain type of, like, shot, which the players don't have, as of currently, to, shoot the mast of a cannon. But if you do, then it lowers the speed. But even if you break all masts, it will allow the ship to still move, otherwise you'd literally just be stuck in the ocean. As rowing is half speed, and actually I could do that. I don't know, I just wanted to talk about my Dungeons & Dragons campaign, and now it's giving me some good ideas. Maybe my viewers are gonna make a Dungeons & Dragons campaign. I mean, I'm probably not the guy to take advice from, this is just my ideas. Moonfish is over here. Yeah, so what else? Oh yeah, so the captain's in charge of hiring people and buying supplies. But so is the first mate. Did I mention first mate when I was talking about roles? Or the captain? Because those are roles. I missed. There we go, the beaked moonfish. A rocky body that bears scars and scratches of things from below. A crushing beak. A tool of its own deep terror. Oh yeah, the moonfish. Brilliantly glistening, glittering scales give this fish its name. Unique, it's known for being the only warm-blooded fish. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, so what I have to do is I have to sail around the, like, outskirts. Is that even a word? I have to sail around the outside of, like, these areas, looking for the sunfish and the moonfish and all those types of fish. Because that's where I'm finding these fish, is in between these islands and around them. Alright, and like, unlike most adventures I hear about for Dungeons and Dragons, you do not start in a tavern. I know, crazy idea. You don't start in a tavern. Instead, you start at a dock, trying to hire people to get on the boat. Because it turns out 5 people, no, sorry, not 5, 4 people cannot sail a boat by themselves. And especially if most of them don't know how to sail. Like, the cook, there's no way the cook knows how to sail properly. I'm thinking that the only, like, people who actually know how to sail are probably the captain and the quartermaster. The boatswain probably doesn't know how to, sail. I doubt the surgeon did. Did I even say surgeon? I probably didn't. Surgeon's supposed to, like, heal wounds and, sort of a way to, like, heal without needing health potions. It just takes up a bit of medical supplies. Then, what else is there? Oh wow, nighttime's over already. What else is there? I'm trying to think now. I'm really trying to think. What was I even talking about? Yeah, the surgeon, like, the surgeon also, makes sure diseases do not spread, because I am adding diseases in. One of my players wants it to be realistic. Okay, I'm adding diseases. Diseases spread on ships. So therefore, I'm adding it. I'm actually going to need a dock over near where the mayor is. This tornado of madness turns out to be really annoying. And also, my players do not like fighting as much. I thought they would only go in for the fighting, but no. Dungeons & Dragons is, like, built on their fighting mechanics, but apparently they actually prefer more interactions with things. Alright, let me think. I'm just going for oceanic fish, right? Encyclopedia. We still need another moonfish. And we need 2 sunfish that are both oceanic. So I think I can actually swap out one of these. Versatile rod is great to have, but I need the crane, which is oceanic, and it increases my aberration catching chance. The rest of the stuff I'll keep, just in case I find anything else. Alright. Yeah, I'm still working on the Dungeons & Dragons campaign. I don't want it to be under-made. I want to do enough preparing for, the adventure, but I do not want to do too little. So too much. And, yeah, there's also, most of the, in this, campaign, the world consists of mostly water. Like, the Earth that we live on, unless you're from outer space and you're watching this for some reason, I'm not sure how you would do that. The Earth is like 70% water. Well, this world's even more water. Imagine it's kind of like, if this was all that was in Dredge, just like water like this and things like these islands, that'd sort of be like my campaign. It's mostly water, with small islands here and there, about like, I mean, in the area, like, in Frosthaven, the islands are about 8 to 12 miles apart. But in, like, the oceanic areas that are, like, very far apart, islands can be, like, 25 miles to, like, 40 miles apart. And, yeah, also in the Frost area, the islands even move, because some of these islands are just giant chunks of ice, which do float, and do float towards or away from the ship. And yeah, the storm will also affect the ship, and because one of my players wants it to be like really realistic, I spent like a whole 2 hours figuring out how ships actually work to draw a proper ship. There's also going to be dead calm. A lot. Not a lot, just sometimes. Where the ship ain't even going to move. So you might be sailing and then, bam, ship doesn't move for an entire day. Or just a couple of hours. The ship can move slower or faster depending on it. There can be fog, and actually I've made this certain section of the world have fog, and it's filled with sirens. And like merfolk and things like that. The sirens are trying to get them to crash into rocks. What's this? Oh, research part. It's just a bit of cash, why not? So yeah, the party has like no real goal of what to do. It's more of just an adventure. Just an epic adventure. Oh wow, I'm back in Stellar Basin. Right? Right? That's the Pale Reach. Yeah, I'm back over near Stellar Basin. Yeah, that's actually correct. Alright, now I gotta look for the sunfish. No, banish them. I got tons of money, it doesn't matter. Honestly, I kind of wish the Leviathan showed up more often. And I still wish there was more monsters, because these monsters that we do see don't really serve much of a threat. Anyways, more about Dungeon Dragon. There is going to be monsters, and also the crew. Will become disloyal, but they'll also be scared of monsters, because you know these are just people working for money and trying to go on an adventure. But during the night, they'll gain like sort of like a terror meter, sort of, the crew. Not the main party of adventurers, because they're a bunch of crazy people who aren't afraid of anything except if the monster rolls high on a frighten skill check. But the crew will gain like a terror meter. Like there's literally monsters in this ocean. The world is mostly water, so yeah, there's definitely monsters, giant ones even. And there's not going to be many random encounters, because when I looked it up, people were just saying bad things about open sea like adventures, because it's just random encounter after random encounter after random encounter. But this campaign, like, well, I'm not going to be handing out much gold in this campaign or loot, but when I do, it'll be worth a bit more, sort of. And also, a way to increase crew morale and the quality of life on the ship is to have a better cook to increase quality of life. What else? To increase morale, you can just go back to the harbor for a week. Weeks in-game time. You still have to pay these people even when they're not working. Let's fish this up. Just for no reason. Wow, I get it. Alright, it's turning into night. We're gonna see a moonfish. I'm thinking about here. Because over there, that's the Pale Reach. I hate how I can see lights from so far away. I mean, I get it. But couldn't you at least make it a bit dimmer? I mean, I guess it'd be really hard. Also, some of these, some of the crew members can actually die. And guess what happens if, like, half your crew dies? Especially the half that knows how to operate a ship. Well, you're not very likely to be able to operate the ship. Quartermaster dies? Oh well, guess you're not going to be navigating very well, especially in fog. Because the fog can roll in at any time. And if the party gets lost, I can't tell them where they are, because they're lost. They have no clue where they are. And also, Frosthaven is a small island. It's the smallest island town to have 3 towns on it. Because that's 3 towns. The town of Frosthaven, the Pirate Cove town, which isn't really a town, it's more of just a place for pirates to go. And then, well, one more thing. What was that last town? There's a town of, like, people who don't really go out into the sea as, like, adventurers. Like, in Frosthaven, that's where you buy a ship to go on an adventure, as they have the best prices on ships. Meaning, almost anyone can go on an adventure as long as they have enough money. Which is a very low amount in that town. But in this other town, what did I call it? I need to look, but I left a note somewhere else. I'm trying to think. It was called Silver Point. The town's name is called Silver Point, and basically what that town's main thing is they fish. That's it. Just small fishing boats, and they fish. There's not much, like, lore in this world. No great wars happened. There is the Baron. Add an evil Baron in, who will tax you on basically everything. You sail into his water? Tax. You do anything, you're taxed. You're not dead, taxed. You're also alive, taxed. That's right, you get taxed twice for being alive. But only if you're on land. Do literally anything, even working, tax. Meaning you don't want to sail into the Baron's waters, because then you get taxed. But it's also the most profitable area, and it's the biggest island. The Baron controls one of the biggest islands. And also, I made there's actually, like, very far away, there's a huge desert that absolutely nobody goes to, because there's almost nothing there but remnants of an ancient civilization. Man, I'm really not finding anything out here. I've just been sailing in circles. Haven't really found anything. At least I discovered all the fish in the game. I've known there is one for aberrations, I'm pretty sure. If there's not, I still want to catch them all. It's like I like this game. It's a really nice game. I would definitely recommend buying it if it's on sale. Also, Lethal Company is on sale for like a few days, so tell me if you guys want me to buy that. I probably won't end up playing it. I mean, listen, I have like 58, 56 games. So, I've got a lot of games to play on the channel still. In fact, I keep buying more games to play on the channel when I already have enough to play on the channel. I mean, before I even ever started YouTube, I had like 5 games. It was like Plants vs. Zombies, the original Plants vs. Zombies game, Evil Genius 2, because I wanted that game forever and then finally bought it, Civilization 6 and the rest of the Civilizations, and that was about it. But now I have like 60 games almost. Also, in this game I really wish the music played more often. Anyways, yeah. And also, I've noticed that it's actually pretty hard to be a Dungeon Master, but at the same time it's actually pretty easy. Because it turns out it seems extremely difficult, but when you actually do it, it's way simpler as long as you just don't do that much world building. Build like exactly what you need for like the starting campaign, and if your players don't wrap it up before you're done, then you can say, hey, let's leave it here, you know, it's been playing for a while. Bam, problem solved. Player tries to go somewhere where you haven't mapped up the area, you don't need to, just write some things down about like random islands, then roll some dice. Then say, oh yeah, this island's cursed, and there's a hill giant here. But the hill giant is just a merchant for some reason who's selling items at very good prices. Except he's also selling some rocks for some reason that appear to be completely normal with no sort of magical properties. And he's trying to sell a rock for 1 gold piece. Like there, really bad hill giant merchant on an island. How about you make an island with just a Cyclops on it? Make an island with nothing on it. Just nothing. Until your players realize that upon when night comes, it's actually a graveyard of dead pirate skeletons, and then they come to life and try to murder you. Because what else do pirate skeletons do as soon as they wake up from the dead? They try to murder you, of course. I mean, come on, what else would they do? What do you think they're doing with their free time? They're trying to murder you. Like, I've actually written down some things, like, say I don't really know what to put on this island. I'll just roll some dice. Yeah, it's been really hard to find these fish, man. I've been talking for a while now about just Dungeons & Dragons. But I can't find a single one of these fish. I need a moonfish, I need the sunfish. Maybe I'm too far out. Let me try sailing over here a bit. That's not it, right? No, it's not. Just another tuna fish. Why is there nothing I can find is tuna fish? I'm guessing the moonfish and the sunfish are extremely rare. Oh, wait, my net needs repair. Oh, click this button. I'm fine. There's that ship. I really wish those were actually like going somewhere, and if you just went in that direction as well, it'd do something cool. There's also some ghost ships I'm adding into the game as well, but those are like only at like foggy areas and at night. There is some a day. But when you get close to them, they either go beneath the waves and disappear, or it turns out they were just hallucinations. Because like I added a terameter, so yeah. And the terameter is sort of tracked as like a group thing for the crew, because there's officers, and they're more important than the actual crew members. Because if you lose some crew members, you lose about half your crew. You move about a little bit slow. Oh, come on in. Let me go get everything fixed. Did I didn't even fix anything. I just went to here and slept. I could have died there. Not really, I'm actually perfectly fine. And, what else? Oh yeah, so the captain can do, like, many things. The captain's one of the most important people on the ship. And there can actually be mutinies. So perhaps one officer is liked among the crew and the captain's not. Well, guess what they're gonna do when they mutiny against the captain and make him just a regular crew member? They're gonna make their favorite person the captain. Meaning, the surgeon could become the captain if people like the surgeon. Meaning you can't just go about paying your crew because they'll get disloyal. You can't go about feeding them because then they'll start starving. And also each crew member has their own like personal storage area, I've decided. And that takes up space below deck. Because the below deck areas are like really, really small areas. It's the kitchen, and then next to that there's hammocks for everybody in the crew, except for the captain. The captain gets his own personal bed. He actually gets a bed. I mean, not to say that there isn't beds, there's beds, they're made out of hay, but they're on the floor. So you guys sleep in a comfortable hammock, or you could sleep uncomfortably on the floor, but it probably gives you better back support. Or spine support, I don't even know. Man, these fish are impossible to find. Let me look for something else then. Is there anything else? The moonfish, the sunfish. Okay, so the moonfish and the sunfish, that's really it. I'm guessing these things are going to be harder to find. So let's try to find those later. Those seem like exotic fish, sort of, except for the actual exotic fish. Let's go towards the Pale Reach, honestly. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to fix all that. But let's see what we caught here. Any aberrations? Hopefully. Alright, the first one we look in, we get a king crab. Believed to be a descendant of hermit crabs. They're a symmetrical body spiral to fill a long-lost shell. Sea stars with an eye spot at the end of each arm. These deep sea creatures crawl through the dark. Unfortunately, I don't think we got a single aberration. I can look through all these pots, but I don't think we got an aberration. So I guess leaving a ton of crab pots out in the middle of the ocean didn't get us anything really, except for a ton of money that we're gonna have to spend to fix all this, which is only slightly annoying. I'm sort of fine with this. And also, I've also decided that from that land of the desert, there will be like a captain of an airship who is also like a merchant, who will just sell you goods that you actually need, like food, ale, because water is not really safe to drink. Oh yeah, there's also an ability for rat infestation to be on the ship. Meaning, oh, you thought you were safe, you thought you had good food. Well, guess what? Rat infestation. Oh, then guess what? Someone gets sick, and now they can't work. And then guess what? You get raided by pirates, and now you're down a crew member or an officer. And also, the boatswain is the guy who fixes the ship. And I actually wonder what my players are going to do. If they're going to actually try to make sure their characters fit these roles, or if they're going to have negative wisdom and try to be the quartermaster. Or if they're going to have really bad strength and try to be the boatswain. Or if they have negative charisma and they try to be the captain. Things like that. Or I wonder if they're actually going to try to do something actually smart. And yeah, and also if they actually do run out of 3 weeks of food, if somehow my players run out of 3 weeks of food, which does sound pretty easy to run out of 3 weeks worth of food, considering they only move about 8 miles an hour, and depending on the state of what's like around them, sort of. Where's the Mall of the Deep? Here it is. I want that fixed as well. Mouth of the Deep. Well, close enough. Oh, great. Just crashed. Wait a minute, that actually disabled my lights. Does it matter where it hits to disable certain things? Remember, I got hit by the Kraken in the very back of the boat. And it took out my, thingy. Whatever that's called. The, troll net. Alright, let's drop some crab pots at 100 meters deep. Anyways, also the captain gets to make like orders of where to go, and also there's going to be like NPCs at the docks that are controlled by me that will like tell the players, hey, move this from here to there, move these goods from here to there, and make sure they don't break, because if they break, I ain't paying you for any of them. So like they're gonna have to take expensive glass bottles, because that's the only thing I can think of right now, from one side of like the ocean area to another. Okay, let me just temporarily install this, and let me fix the storage problem. There we go. No, I don't want the Great Glacial Lance, right? No, I do. It's Ice and Oceanic. Like, as soon as I got here, I could afford the best thing. That's how good I am in this game. Actually, I might just... Can I buy just, like, another fishing rod? I hate how all fishing rods are curved. If they were just straight, like a flexible fishing pole, it'd be so much easier. Actually, I can just buy another one of these. Why not? I'm rich after all. I'm a very rich man. Alright, let's check if there's any aberrations. No. The ice area would sort of be like this. Like there'd be some big areas that they could explore and some small ones. And of course, you know, there's dangers of exploring anywhere. Even the safe areas aren't really that safe. There's pirates, there's monsters, there's all sorts of things that can just outright kill you. We got the... whatever that said. As I could not read it in time. Trophy fish, I'm really hoping for an aberration here. I don't think we're gonna get one. For instance, if like, my players do something that the townsfolk do not like, then they can be banned from docking there. And if they do, they can be arrested. So like, the players help the pirates, or buy something or sell something to the pirates. I guess some town folks at, what was it called? I don't know, there's a lot of towns in this game. They're really just small towns on small islands, spread out in areas. The 4 main factions are the Barons faction, the Pirates faction, which control a lot of sea space, the cultists worshipping the giant kraken out in like the middle of the ocean. Then there's another faction which is actually a secret one, which I cannot tell you guys because my players are watching. It's fine if they know there's a secret faction, but I can't tell them it. They control a lot of the trade though. And these factions like rule over certain parts of the sea, and you can either help and aid these factions or just like ignore them entirely. You don't have to deal with the factions besides like their tax on what goods are worth, so you could find some amazing pieces of treasure, but then them be worth way less to the Baron because the Baron already has this treasure. And he's like, I don't want this. So not like that, no, that doesn't make any sense. Like the Baron's area, this might be worth less than that because the tax is higher on that item. Meaning you get paid less. Okay, so if we go to ice, we go to normal things. We got all aberration with the ice fish. We have not caught that yet. Sorry, not ice. Pale reach. Does not need to be ice. Just the pale reach. We've not caught that aberration or that one, which I'm guessing this is sort of their exotic fish, if I remember correctly. We've caught this and that. We've caught the two. We have not caught this or this. Or the colossal squid. The one's going to be pretty difficult, except for the fact I've caught 4 of them. Then there's this stuff. Really exotic. What do we need here? King crab, aberration. We need to find this, which is somewhere unknown in the ice area. I think I know where it is. It would seem pretty dumb for them to put it there, but then again, this DLC wasn't the greatest. So I think I know exactly where this aberration is, and if I don't, then I know exactly where it is. If it's not here, then I know exactly where it is. First, I have to not crash. I keep forgetting how fast I can go in this game. Almost crashed. I wish there was more interactable stuff, because honestly, the best part of this game is like the dialogue. And I just really feel that this DLC is a little bit like, just doesn't really have that much stuff to do. It was pretty short. I was able to complete it in 2 episodes, then messed up the whole episode system by completely forgetting that, no, that's episode like 13, not 18. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. Still haven't fixed it. Probably never will. And that's quite unfortunate. There we go. Special toothfish. Don't really care about it. And also that you can find like special types of like fish. So like I'll roll dice. You can either find some normal fish, or I'm gonna take this inspiration from Dredge, and you can find some strange aberrations, which might give you a boost, or it might literally just poison you or make you ill. Along with every time you eat it, it causes extreme terror in the crew if they're forced to eat it. So sleeper shark, you're not the exotic one, right? Nope, it is. Okay, gliding through the cold, deep depths, this shark is an excellent stealth predator. Individuals can live in excessive of 400 years. So what I need right now is this, caught it both night and day, and I've never sold it. I just threw it into the deep. So I was like, you know what? I know exactly where it is. It's around this area with this thing right here. This giant was extremely disappointing. I expected more out of him, but instead he gave me nothing. The lore didn't even make sense, and you never got an explanation to it. At least in Dredge's main story, we get like an explanation of what we've been doing, what the collector wants, what is his goals. At least we got an explanation there. Yeah, so like I was saying, the pirates have way less tax than any other place, but people will absolutely hate you for selling anything to them. Basically just anything. The Baron, nobody really likes him, but nobody says anything about it. So you can sell things to him, and everybody will be okay with that. The cultists do buy things, mostly just supplies, along with magical items. They also do sell some sort of some magical items that they don't need or want. They're both dangerous to just be around and dangerous to upset, as they control some creatures of the deep somehow. Like, I've done a little bit of world building here, but at the same time, I've barely done any. If you really ask me. Oh, here we go. We got the fallen stars, an semblance of asteroids conjoined in dark, finger-like roots stretch down towards... I've always wanted to make a game like Dredge, and I've always wanted to make a board game as well. Oh, there we go, we found the King's Wrath. A clockwork crown of claws. A cycle of succession in the deep. Is that literally all the fish? Did we get it that fast? I set up so many crab pops I was willing to wait forever, and then... Of course, what is with this game? Alright, let's go sell this and see what we need here still. I'm thinking I might end this video very soon. I guess I'll continue in next video about my Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Or I can just continue in this one about it. Yeah, I decided to talk about it here because, you know, I'm literally in the ocean. Literally in the ocean. What's a better place to talk about a seafaring campaign than in the sea? Oh wait, I actually need that quick. And also, can someone down below in the comment section tell me if any of these fish in the game are based off real fish? I don't know anything about fishing. All I know is tuna can be way bigger than I actually thought they were. Oh, there we go. We got the bubbling char. Scaled... I don't know how to say that. Flesh forms the mantle of an incendient core. Water boils into air around it. That doesn't sound very good for a fish. But I guess you wouldn't... I guess it would be actually pretty hard to cook. If it's burning everything around it, you'd probably have to cook it at high temperatures. And I'm not sure you could eat it as sushi without burning. There'll also be like strange mysteries, like if you sail into the fog, you spend a random amount of time in the fog, and you come out of a random area. The fog can never be mapped. There is no map of the fog, as it's constantly shifting and changing. Meaning, you might find an island in the fog really easily. So yeah, you might find an island that really easily that has some good loot on it, but you take some of it and leave. But then when you go back to that location, there's nothing there. Because the ocean around that area is constantly shifting. Only a few islands are permanent islands, of which those are where the cultists to worship the Kraken live, using a magic spell to stop it from moving. Probably. Alright, let's see. What is this thing's description? That's actually a pretty big fish. Hands of ice reach upwards. A sharp core of frost blooming across whatever it touches. It'll also be a big cold area, and I'm gonna make it way better than what Dredge did of their cold area. This freezing cold area is just kind of boring. So the ship could get stuck in ice. People could get really cold and become sick or need medical attention before their injuries become permanent, before you have to cut off one of their limbs. And then bam, they're useless to you. Meaning, yeah, you could throw them overboard, leave them deserted on an island. Not sure the rest of the crew is gonna handle that though. You're out of food, you could resort to cannibalism, but not sure the rest of the crew is gonna handle that. And then you could just be stuck in a dead calm for a really long time. That's what the game calls it. It's just like no wind. The boat does not move unless you row it. And rowing lowers the crew's quality by 1. The higher the crew's morale and quality of life is, the better they work. Let me just buy some bait and see if I can get anything good before I end the video. Imagine I get like a moonfish or a sunfish from this. Let's throw some bait overboard and see what we catch. We got a lizard fish. Interesting. Oh, we get another trophy. What's up with that? What's up with these trophy rates? Am I right? Seriously, feels like I'm getting the wrong type of aberrations that I don't want. Trophies every 5 seconds. I mean, are these either going to be guaranteed aberrations or like guaranteed trophies? Oh, apparently, yeah. It's either like guaranteed trophy or guaranteed aberration if you know what to do. I mean, this should be an aberration. Yeah. What is going on here? Unfortunately, I fished too fast to get that last one. That's so strange, but I just made my money back. Yeah, I guess that's gonna do it for today's episode. I'll definitely talk more about my Dungeons & Dragons campaign in the next episode. You guys can steal any of this if you guys want. Not sure why you would. I don't even think that this campaign is gonna be that good. But hey, if you're making a seafaring campaign, and I said anything that makes sense, sure, take it. Yeah, so anyways, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Go watch some of my other videos. In the top right here, we do have this secret video that almost nobody has ever watched. In fact, nobody has watched it. The secret video where literally nothing happens. Literally, it's just 12 seconds of basically nothing. Not sure why you'd ever want to watch it. Top left here, we got more Dredge. Bottom left here is, I actually don't know. And if you're on Rumble, then I don't know either, because it doesn't give me those options of customizability. But if you're watching this on YouTube, go follow me on Rumble. If you're watching this on Rumble, go follow me and not follow me on YouTube, it's subscribe to YouTube. I'm saying this at the beginning and end of the video, I guess. I'm also not sure. I think I'll do another video today, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure of anything today, apparently. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Also, I really love the music in this game, but it just does not play enough. Is there a setting somewhere in audio that makes it more often? Is there a setting somewhere here which does that? Please tell me. Also, this place is 100 meters, that's 300 feet. And also, as you sail out of the edges of this area, it gets shallower and shallower. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Goodbye, and thanks for watching.